this video we're looking at calculating the standard deviation. Now there's lots of different ways of calculating that. We're going to be using this equation here. So looking at that, that looks really scary and looks quite horrible, but actually when we break it all down it's actually quite nice, it's quite straightforward to work out. Let's have a look at what everything means. We have this sigma x squared. Now what sigma means is sum of, or add them all together. So basically sigma x squared means square each of your values, so we have 5 values here, so it will be 7 squared or 9 squared, 6 squared, etc. and then add them all together. So it's square each value and then add them together. Looking at sigma x, that's even easier than sigma x squared. Sigma x just means add each one of your values together. So it would be 7 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4. And finally, n is the number of values you have in your sample. So we have 5 values here. Once you have all of those, you can put them into the formula. And remember that this symbol around the outside, this like tick, means square root. So once we've found each one of those values, we sub them into here and then take the square root. So let's have a look and actually find the sample standard deviation of these 5 values here. So as we said, there's 5 values here, so we know straight away that n is equal to 5. So we have the n here and we have the n here. Now let's have a look at working out sigma x. Remember what we said sigma x meant? It just meant take each one of your values and add them together. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 7 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4. And then we just add all of those together and I think we'll get 31. So that's our sigma x. What's left for us to calculate? Well, sigma x squared. And remember what we said that was. It means square each one of our values and then add them together. So sigma x squared is 7 squared plus 9 squared plus 6 squared plus 5 squared plus 4 squared. And you can put that into your calculator. I get 207 for that value. So now we have everything. We have sigma x squared, we have sigma x, we have n. All we need to do now is substitute these 3 values into our equation. So our sample standard deviation is the square root of everything, sigma x squared, so that's our 207, minus, now this is sigma x squared, so it's our value for sigma x, which was 31, so maybe put that in a bracket, and then we square that value, so it will be 31 squared, and then that 31 squared is divided by our sample size, so that will be over 5. And then everything, so everything we've just written down gets divided by n minus 1, so it will be 5 minus 1. Now you can substitute all of that into your calculator, and when I did that I got an answer approximately equal to 1.92 to 2 decimal places. So that's how we calculate our standard deviation. Sometimes you'll get larger sets of values to work out, so it might take you a little bit longer to do, but regardless of how many values you have, this formula will work every time. Thank you for watching.